All right, guys, so we have to find the derivatives of these two functions here, one after the other one. And then this is the fraction, this is another fraction, so these are rational expressions. So the first one is to find the derivative of x squared over exponential x with respect to 2x, okay? So that means with respect to x means that x is the main character. That's what it means, okay? So let's go with it. So we're going to apply the formula here. So the division of two functions, f over g prime is equal to what? F prime times g minus g prime times f over g squared. So let's go for it. So this means what? So this means we have x squared, so that would be the derivative of x squared, which is 2x, okay, times g, so that means times exponential x, minus g prime. So what's the derivative of exponential x? It's just the same thing as exponential x, times f, and then f is what? So that means times x to the second power, over exponential x to the second power. So we're following the formula. We're not doing anything else. We just follow the formula one at a time, okay? And then once we get there, now it's just all about seeing what we have on the top and then see how we can combine them if there's any simplification to do. So we go for it. So in these cases, 2x times exponential x is just going to be the same thing, minus exponential x times x squared is just going to be the same thing also. But is there any way where we can factor the top expression? Because a lot of times when you see these expressions, you always got to think about it like, what can I do to make it simpler? Okay? So in this case, yes, we have x here, we have x squared here. So that means x is in common for those two expressions. So this is one expression, this is the other expression. Both of them are separated by a subtraction sign. Then we have exponential x here. So x exponential x is a common factor for those two. And then what's left? So what's left from here if you take x exponential x out? So 2 is left, okay, for that one. And then what's left for this one here? So for this one, that is minus, then x is left, okay, because exponential comes out. And then you have x to the second power. So if you take out then what is left? Another x, because x times x is x to the second power, all right? And then this is over exponential x to the second power. Now, is there anything that we can do? Yes, because now we can simplify exponential x to the second power and then exponential x, because exponential x to the second power is just the same thing as if you were having exponential x times exponential x. Just the same thing. So what's going to happen, so we can simplify one of them, and then we end up with what? X times 2 minus x over exponential x. Is there anything else that we can do? Anything that we can simplify after that? No. Or somebody can just do what? Then they can multiply this back again to get all. You have 2x minus x squared over exponential x. So that's just the same thing, okay? So it's just the same thing. So either of those two answers is correct. All right, so this is it. Now let's go to the next question here. So we have differentiation of cosine x over 3 power x with regard again to x, meaning again that x is the main character here. Okay, so let's go for it and see what we can have. Now, the next question would be, we're following the formula, so what is f prime? So cosine x, what's the derivative of cosine x? It's negative sine x, right? So this is equal to negative sine x times 3 power x minus, okay? So that'd be g, the derivative of g prime, so the derivative of 3 power x is equal to 3 power x times ln of x, okay? Then multiply by f, meaning multiply by cosine x, over 3x power x to the second power. Everybody good so far? We see how we're doing it. We're taking our time and then we're getting it done, okay? Step by step. Let's keep learning. Once we get it, like I always said, we can run. But right now, let's take our time, okay? So let's go for it. Is there anything that we can do here? Can we add? Can we subtract? Any of this? No, because these two are so much of different terms. But is there any way where we can factor something? Yes, factoring just means, first of all, you're trying to make it simpler. Second of all, do you have anything in common for the two terms? Yes, we have 3 power x and 3 power x. So if we have 3 power x in common, we can take that one out. What is left from the first term here? Negative sine x. Okay? And then what's left for this one? Minus. Okay? Then this one here, ln of x times cosine x. The whole over 3 power x to the second power. Is there anything that we can simplify after that? Yes, because we have 3x here and we have 3x here twice. Because remember, this is just the same thing as having 3 power x times 3 power x. Okay? That's just the same. So we can simplify this one. We simplify that one. What do we have left? Negative, okay, sine x, negative ln of x, cosine x, over 3 power x. Okay? So is there anything that we can do? Pretty much no. All right? Or somebody can also do what? Take the negative sign outside. That also is possible. So that is all. This is just the same thing as have negative then. Then you have sine x plus ln of x times cosine x over 3 power x. So you have the negative sign right in the front of the fraction. So it's either or. So one of these two answers is acceptable. All right? So this is it. All right? Take your time. Go back, do it yourself, and then make sure that you're getting the steps right. That's the most important part of it. And then you will see that you're becoming now an expert in doing these things. Okay?